Have you ever really looked at anyone when they're doing karaoke? And I don't mean glanced, but actually looked at the expressions they make with their faces and the postures they make with their body. Neither had I until a few years ago I had an opportunity to photograph many hundreds of karaokeers. It all started with 5 words I never thought I would hear. Cross-country karaoke road trip. How do you say no to such an awesome concept? I couldn't, so I found a way to take 3 weeks off work and made for San Francisco, where our merry band was to meet. There I met 4 others. Tara Hunt, who'd conceived of this idea, NYC's very own Tony Bacigalupo, who I'd met momentarily at South by Southwest early that year. Philadelphia's Alex Hillman, who I'd allegedly met at South by but had no recollection of, and Karen Hartline. Our trip, so 5 people gathered together to take this trip across country in our super reliable karaoke RV. And it was pimped out with wireless mics, flat screen TVs, speakers on the roof, and most importantly, webcams to stream the whole thing to the internet. The trip, known as the Woofioke, was a traveling karaoke party, and we set up shop outside co-working spaces, hotels, bars, and invited the local tech community to come party with us. Here in NYC, we set up outside the Roger Smith Hotel. Our trip took us via Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Omaha, Des Moines, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, New York, Boston, and finally into Montreal. And like any self-respecting geek with a DSLR, I captured it all on RAW plus JPEG. But doing a trip like this is not how you win at karaoke. And despite the machines at Chorus or Players 2 dispensing out percentages after every performance, matching a tune is not how you win either. That's singing, and this is karaoke. Now, I suck at singing. I'm really, really bad at it. But you don't need to be good at singing to get someone to feel your energy and your passion for singing and doing karaoke. All it takes is a little bit of creativity, some props, and a few simple tricks. You can start off by choosing a song that everybody in the room knows. You won't need to make a sound. The audience will carry it for you. But just be careful with songs by Journey. I've heard of karaoke jockeys charging $20 I've heard that too much fees. You can get a little bit more creative with your cheating if you'd like. Look around the room for someone who's quietly singing along with your song and suddenly surprise them by appearing in their face with a microphone. They'll feel compelled to do your karaoke for you. Next up is sing with a friend. And I don't mean a duet. That's hard and complicated, and I would suck at it. But I mean grab a friend and both grab a mic and stand up and belt out your favorite song. This works perfect for any song that might be hard or complicated, as your friend will end up covering you if you miss a word or two. Think of songs like I'm on a Boat. Next up, we've got the classic power move. Most of us hold a mic in one hand and sing generally towards it, but not the pros. No, they hold the mic up to the sky and they hold an arm up and they scream out into the cloud. The next move is to close your eyes. And when you're closing your eyes, you can imagine one of 2 things. One, that you're on stage in front of thousands and thousands of your screaming fans. Or alternatively, that you're alone at home in your bedroom and there's absolutely no one watching you embarrass yourself at all. Dressing up is a great way to have fun at karaoke. During the Woofioke, we had a treasure chest full of costumes. And at the beginning of every party, we'd open up the chest, and people just dive straight in, grabbing costumes and things. And you know you can rock out karaoke wearing a fez, right? The other must-have accessory for any karaoke party are blow-up instruments, specifically guitars. You can win at someone else's karaoke by strumming an awesome air guitar accompaniment. This next one's a little bit hard unless you have some pretty epic hair to begin with. But if you do, whip it back and forth, and you will win at whatever song you're singing at karaoke. This next one, however, is a little bit harder. But if you do have access to a kid and happen to come across a kid-friendly karaoke party, which I'll admit is hard in this city, but if you do, take them along, because they will win purely for cuteness factor, and so by proxy will you. Back to the realm of the achievable, stand on things, tables, chairs, RVs. Whatever song you're singing, whatever you're standing on, you will sound better and you will look more awesome standing on something precarious. Just be careful with karaoke with our RV roofs. You can fall through them quite easily. The last move, and really this is easy, anyone can do it, is to bring the mic up to your mouth, hold a long note, and lift your arm up and gaze into each and every single audience member's eyes. But the truth is, all of this can be encompassed in one phrase, one philosophy that holds true not just for karaoke, but for all of life. To borrow from my favorite KJ, Roger Niner, go epic or go home. I'm Emma Persky. Thank you very much.